Hello everyone! Today we're Googling Ehlers Danlos questions, and I am gonna answer the most Googled questions about Ehlers Danlos. And what makes me good at doing this is because I have Ehlers Danlos. Don't take medical advice from me because I'm not a doctor, I'm just a girl with Ehlers Danlos. I'm on guest browsing, so my past search history won't affect it or anything, because I also Google a lot of questions about Ehlers Danlos because I have no idea about it, honestly. Until I've had it now. Well, I've had it my whole life, but I haven't known about it until I was like 17, so I've known about it for a couple of years. So I think I'm good at it now. So Ehlers Danlos, let's start with that. It's not gonna give me recommendations. Let's Ehlers Danlos syndrome is. Why is it not recommending me? Whatever. Okay. There, we have some questions. How do you explain Ehlers Danlos to someone? Okay, Ehlers Danlos is a connective tissue disorder, which basically means the glue that holds your joints together is faulty. So you have more dislocations than the average person, which, the average person has 0 dislocations or some from actual injuries, but I dislocate all the time from the minor things, like carrying groceries inside. I will dislocate my shoulder. Lifting up a gallon of milk, dislocation. Just anything heavy. I'm not allowed to lift over 5 pounds. But anyway, that's how to explain it to someone. It's a connective tissue disorder. Means my tissues have issues and can't hold my joints together. Okay. Can Ehlers Danlos be cured? No, it cannot. It's a genetics disorder. It's what's wrong with your genes. And you can't edit genes. Well, you can edit genes when there's designer babies, which is they edit genes to make your baby like healthy or edit certain bad genes out. But once you're already alive, you cannot edit genes. So I'm stuck with it forever. What triggers Ehlers Danlos? It really depends on the person. If you're born with it, you're born with it. But it can get worse, and random things can trigger it. Like, if you're a woman or have a uterus, periods, hormones, those are big triggers because your body is preparing to have a baby. Gross. So your hips automatically, even healthy people, widen out. So you get a lot of hip pain for when you're on your period. But for the Ehlers Danlos people, we're already very stretchy, so it causes a lot more hip dislocations. So, yeah. Personally, weather affects me a lot. It doesn't affect everyone, but I'm pretty good at telling when it will snow or have a bad rainstorm because my joints hurt. Yeah. What is the age of onset for Ehlers Danlos? You're born with it. It really depends when you notice it. I've known I had Ehlers Danlos almost my whole life, but not the name. I've been to doctors my whole life. They said I had growing pains when I was a child. I would grow out of it. I never did. So, yeah. Can Ehlers Danlos cause seizures? I think it can, yeah. But not really. Technically, it's the comorbidities that cause it. My cousin has Chiari malformation due to her Ehlers Danlos, which it makes sense. I have many relatives with Ehlers Danlos because it is genetic. And she's had seizures because of Chiari. Can Ehlers-Danlos cause hair loss? I haven't experienced hair loss due to Ehlers-Danlos, but I've experienced it due to gastroparesis, which is, again, a comorbidity. So if you can't get enough nutrition, yeah, it could cause hair loss. Also, a lot of the medications cause hair loss. So I'm on Xolair, and that can cause hair loss, and that's for mast cell activation, another comorbidity. Can Ehlers-Danlos be cured? No, I already answered that. Can Ehlers-Danlos be fatal? Yes. It depends on what type you have. There's 13 types. Vascular being the deadliest. I have hypermobility. My heart can have issues because the lining, there's connective tissues everywhere. So my heart could have issues later on in the future. So I get my heart checked every 3 years through an echo to make sure that my heart's working like it should be. Also, dislocations can be fatal. Like your rib can puncture your lung if you have a bad dislocation. So that's flippin' scary, but it is what it is. Maybe. Can Ehlers-Danlos skip a generation? Honestly, I have no idea. Ehlers-Danlos, nobody does have any idea. It's genetic. It's a 50-50 if you're gonna get it or not. If there's a lot of studies being done about Ehlers-Danlos because it's a rare illness. Not many people know about it. There's really no cure, no treatment. So, yeah. So, they don't even know if it can skip a generation. If you have Ehlers-Danlos and you have a baby and your partner doesn't have Ehlers-Danlos, 50-50 chance you'll pass it down. There's no way to know. Can Ehlers-Danlos cause migraines? Definitely can. You can have facial dislocations, your jaw dislocations can cause headaches, migraines, TMJ, your jaw being constantly out of place, migraines, POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia, comorbidity of Ehlers-Danlos can cause migraines. Migraines, very prominent symptom of Ehlers-Danlos. My sister has migraines all the time. She's on migraine medication. She sees a neurologist. It's one of the biggest things I feel like from Ehlers-Danlos. Can Ehlers-Danlos cause joint pain? This one is actually laughable to me. This is the biggest symptom. When I said migraines are one of the biggest, forget that. Joint pain is the flippin' biggest because, as I said, connective tissues, dislocations, that's the main thing of Ehlers-Danlos is the dislocations. Well, actually, I take that back because it, again, depends on your type of Ehlers-Danlos. Not everyone with Ehlers-Danlos will have dislocations, but it's the biggest part of it. Almost every type has joint pain of some type, but not every type has dislocations. Can Ehlers-Danlos cause heart problems? I answered that. Yes, definitely. I need an echo every 3 years, sometimes more. And vascular Ehlers-Danlos is deadly. It causes heart issues. You need your heart checked, I think, every 6 months. Yeah, it's a very big concern, very big problem with Ehlers-Danlos. Can Ehlers-Danlos cause weight loss? Definitely. Jaw dislocations make it hard to eat. You have to eat softer foods. It sucks. Gastroparesis, comorbidity of Ehlers-Danlos. That's why I lose weight all the time and sometimes gain weight. It fluctuates a lot, actually, because the medication you're on either cause you to gain massive amounts of weight and then your condition causes you to lose a bunch. So you can either be we super underweight and then a month later you're super overweight. It's a thing. Can Ehlers-Danlos be mild? Definitely. I have a higher issues of Ehlers-Danlos. But my sister, she can go to work every day. Don't get me wrong, she has a lot of issues as well and sees a lot of specialists as well, but she can go to work. She just still needs a lot more recovery time than the normal able-bodied person. But it definitely can be mild. Some people don't even notice they have Ehlers-Danlos at all, and that's great for them. I'm super jealous. Okay, how Ehlers-Danlos? I'll just Google that. How is Ehlers-Danlos diagnosed? There is a set of categories you have to meet. There's also a genetic panel. There's an Ehlers-Danlos genetic panel that tests for 13 types of Ehlers-Danlos. All of them, except hypermobility Ehlers-Danlos, can be tracked in your genetic code. But, unfortunately, the gene for hypermobility Ehlers-Danlos has not been found. There's studies, and they're showing that the gene can be found, but it's not public yet, and they're not 100% sure. They have to repeat the test a lot. I actually was paid from my spit for the hypermobility test study. That's kind of cool. I was paid $25 for my spit. So, that was fun. What is Ehlers-Danlos? I already answered that. Hypermobility. Well, no. I have the hypermobility type. It's a connective tissue disorder. Just refer back to what I said earlier. It was a much better question. Answer. Whatever. How does Ehlers-Danlos affect the teeth? People with Ehlers-Danlos often have a higher palate. That's actually one of the test questions on the Beaten score, is how high your palate is. I don't know. It's farther up than, yeah. Also, your teeth are often misaligned. Braces don't work on us because we have hypermobility teeth too. So once the braces are off, our teeth start to move back to their original position. So we need a retainer. I have never had braces because we didn't have insurance when I was a child, and I had many more issues. And also enamel. Your teeth are weaker because your teeth are bones. Scary thought. Bones exposed. So, again, connective tissue just doesn't really work because, yeah. And so your teeth are much more sensitive and they can fall out much easier. Also, another fun fact is that local anesthetic works less on people with Ehlers-Danlos. The cause not known, but I know I can't get my teeth flipping fixed because Novocaine doesn't work on me, so I have no way to manage the pain. And they tried to do it without Novocaine, but I shook too much. And I'm like, please just do it, because I don't want to go under anesthesia. I don't have time. I can't find a doctor who takes my insurance to put me under anesthesia for teeth surgery. Anyway, Novocaine it's less effective on people with Ehlers-Danlos. How was Ehlers-Danlos syndrome discovered? Honestly, I have no clue on that one. Google that yourself. How to pronounce Ehlers-Danlos? Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. There you go. I've said it 50 times. How rare is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? It depends on the type. As I said, there's 13 types. Vascular is the rarest and also the deadliest. I have the most common one, which is hypermobility. Even then, it's 1 in 2,500, I think. I'm just gonna double check that. Oh, shoot. I was even less. Okay, never mind. It's 1 in 5,000. I would prefer my answer better. That sucks. Classical type 1 in 20,000. Yeah. At least I'm 1 in 5,000. Sorry. Sorry for that downer. How Ehlers Danlos. Let's go back to what that was. Okay. How to get. Oh, I thought it was going to say how to get Ehlers Danlos, and I'm like, why? But how to get a diagnosis. What I would recommend is seeing your primary care physician, and they will refer you to a genetics in your, wherever, a geneticist, and they will take your blood, your spit, do a genetic panel, and they'll also do the beaten test, which is you can score 1 out of 9 to, well, it's 9 questions. No. You can score out of 9. There you go. And there's 2 parts, 2 categories, and you get tested on things, random things, like how flexible you are, your wingspan, if you can put your fingers to the ground without bending your knees, all the random hypermobile things. I recommend looking it up if you're more curious, because I'm not actually going to show the whole thing. Maybe one day I'll perform the beaten test if you guys are interested in that, because I've done it enough times for doctors. Why not have it on the internet? Okay, Ehlers Danlos syndrome face. You don't need to Google that. Here's my face. That's what my face looks like. Hypermobility doesn't have, like, the facial abnormalities, but some do. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome rheumatology. I actually don't see rheumatology. I saw them once, and they said they can't help me because it's not their specialty. Rheumatology is for autoimmune disorders, they said, for me at least. And Ehlers-Danlos is not an autoimmune disorder. It's a connective tissue disorder. So, who knows who you see, because I have no idea. Ehlers-Danlos types, 13 types. There's a lot of them. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome test. I already told you about that. Ehlers-Danlos specialist in Boston. There's a lot in Boston. There's none in my state. I have to go to Boston to see specialists, which is a long way from where I am, so that sucks too. What one did I do? I said what and how, right? Let me just double check what Ehlers-Danlos is diagnosed. I said that one. What is Ehlers-Danlos life expectancy? That depends on what type you have. Mine should be normal, but I also have a bunch of other stuff that could make it not normal. But if you have the most deadly type, it's 35. And yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen. My life expectancy should be normal, but there's a lot of things that could go wrong when you have Ehlers-Danlos, so you never know. What does Ehlers-Danlos feel like? I would say it's very, very painful. Your joints hurt all the time. You're just in pain all the time, and I don't really know how to explain that because that's not normal. I oftentimes forget that other people aren't in pain all the time or things that aren't normal. I'll flip and pop a joint out, and I'll be like, oh, let me just pop it back right in, and they'll be like, what did you just do? And I'm like, oh, you guys don't do that. I forget that's not normal. And that's really painful, but I don't show the pain anymore when I pop it back in because I've been doing it my whole life. Sometimes I'll hiss, and that's it. It's just a sharp pain, and then I'll go on with my life in the normal dull and aching pain. That's pretty much my life. What is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome hypermobility? The hypermobility type is, that's the type I have. It's, your joints are hypermobile. You need to strengthen your muscles to replace the connective tissue, so you hold your joints in and you don't dislocate more often, but you still have a lot of comorbidities, so yeah. What is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome in cats? Oh my god, I want a cat with Ehlers-Danlos. I want to have a twin cat because they are so cute and they have the stretchy skin. It's a very common symptom of Ehlers-Danlos to have really stretchy skin. I actually don't have the stretchy skin. This is how, like, far mine is. It's pretty normal. Except my eyes. Oh, gross warning. My skin up here can stretch really far. But I think everyone's can, actually. I don't know. But also, I have, like, see-through skin right here is why I have such bad eye bags, because I get enough sleep, but you can see through because it's, like, the stretchiest part of my skin, so you can see the blood vessels under my eyes, and that's why it's so dark. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, they have the stretchy skin, so their faces droop, and I'll just show you. These stretchy skin and their droopy faces. Look at him. I want him. Oh, I want a cat with Ehlers Danlos so bad. He's just like me. You see, we're twins. I need him. Oh my god. Sorry. I bet he can get treatment, though, better than me. Because people like cats better than humans. Okay, what was I doing? What was I doing? I'm breaking. Okay, who? Ehlers Danlos. Let's just do who, what, where, when. I don't know. Who treats Ehlers Danlos? I have several doctors. I have a geneticist that looks at my genes. I have a dermatologist because I scar easily, and my scars are raised, and your scars can be bad and painful, and I just have a lot of skin issues from Ehlers Danlos, because, you know, hypermobile skin, not great. Who else do I see? I have a gastroenterologist because your stomach is a giant lump of muscle made of connective tissue. So, yeah. And then I see immunology, which is because I have mast cell activation syndrome, another comorbidity. Yeah, so I see a lot of doctors, and none of them treat my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome because it's not treatable. I do see physical therapy and occupational therapy. They treat Ehlers-Danlos because the only treatment for Ehlers-Danlos is physical therapy and occupational therapy to strengthen the muscles that hold your joints together. Unfortunately. Who discovered Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? I have no idea. Who manages Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? I don't manage it well. I can tell you that for certain. I don't have anyone who manages my Ehlers-Danlos. Pain clinic, I guess? I do see pain clinic, but I'm not a fan of my pain clinic person. I actually have a group chat where we smash talk. Who is Ehlers-Danlos named after? I have no idea. Who has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? Me, Sia, Billie Eilish, what's that person from The Good Place? There's some people. I don't know. That's all of them. Who was Ehlers-Danlos? I don't know. I don't see a person who Ehlers-Danlos was named after. After Edward Ehlers, a Danish dermatologist. Why was it named after him? I don't know. I don't know. Who Ehlers Danlos? Let's go back to the video. Where was I? Who can diagnose Ehlers Danlos? Geneticist. Who can? Oh, that's just the same. Did anyone famous? I already listed some famous people. Who has Ehlers Danlos syndrome? Me. There we go. I've done who, what, when. Wait, no, I haven't done when. When Ehlers Danlos. Discover. I don't know. When does Ehlers Danlos present? From birth, basically. It gets worse once you hit puberty, when you're growing. When is Ehlers Danlos syndrome diagnosed? The average, I think it takes like 20 years to get diagnosed with Ehlers Danlos, and it's very unfortunate, but it's the truth because the health system is flawed and it needs to be destroyed and rebuilt, in my opinion. When is Ehlers Danlos Awareness Month? I know this. I talk about it every month. May. That's what I thought. Okay. I don't want Google to know my location. Thank you. When Elliot aggressively typing. What is EDS, Ehlers Danlos syndrome? Oh, I already said that. What is Ehlers Danlos? I already said that too. Oh, so I spelled it wrong, maybe? No, I didn't. When, what, who, what, when, where. Where. I haven't done where. Where Ehlers Danlos. I said where! Where did Ehlers Danlos originate? I have no idea what that question means. Where does Ehlers Danlos come from? Your genes? I don't know. Where is Ehlers Danlos most common? I don't know. Let's Google it. I don't know. What are red flags for Ehlers Danlos? Let's look at that. Overflexible joints. Got it. I'm sorry for my weird facial expressions. Who, what, when, how. I think I've done them all. When, who, what. Let's just, when, Ehlers Danlos. No, I've definitely done that. What, Ehlers Danlos. We've done that. Who, Ehlers Danlos. Who, what, when. Oh, I remember. Why Ehlers Danlos? That's what I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. Okay, why is Ehlers Danlos a zebra? That's because Ehlers Danlos is a rare disease, and it comes from a medical saying. Think horses, not zebras. They want you to look for the most common conditions, not the rare ones that never show up. But because doctors are all thinking the most common conditions, rare conditions don't get diagnosed when they could be and improve that person's life. So that's why we're zebras, because we're a rare condition. Rare conditions are zebras and not horses. Why does Ehlers Danlos cause pain? It causes pain because we're constantly fighting to keep our joints in place all the time. We have constant dislocation, constantly spraining. We can't hold our joints in place. So you're constantly twisting your ankles. Whatever you can twist, you've done it. You have constant muscle spasms from your muscles work so hard to hold your joints together. So sometimes they just get tired from holding your joints together because your connective tissues isn't doing it. So your muscles are exhausted, so they tighten up like a fist and you can't move. One time, I got my neck stuck like this in this position in middle school, and my mom didn't believe me and made me go to school, and it's one of her biggest regrets because I wasn't diagnosed at the time. What is Ehlers Danlos? I already said that! What is Ehlers Danlos? And I already said that. Benefits of Ehlers Danlos? I've actually been trying to come up with some, because Ehlers Danlos makes me very, very sad. So, benefits, I will always look young. Because my skin is so loose, it won't wrinkle. That's why my 60-year-old dad looks like he's 30, and no one believes his age. The negative side of that is that no one believes our age. Like, some people think I'm like 12. My sister is a teacher and often gets mistaken for a high school student and is yelled at to get back to class. And my sister's like, no, I work here. But anyway, benefits. You look young forever. People pay for your spit. That's an upside. I can't think of anyone else reason to pay for my spit. So yeah. I can't think of a better way to end this video. Ehlers Danlos is a great way to get paid for your spit. There we go. End of video. Bye. That was abrupt. But remember, everyone, stay weird. Like this video. If you like this video, like it. If you like my face, subscribe to it. See you all in the next video. Bye.